Today I'm putting together a really short video on the photography, well, first off the discovery and then the photography of a very small plant that's unique in that it lacks chlorophyll, or the product, the part of the plant that makes them green. So since it has no chlorophyll, it doesn't do photosynthesis. It gains its nutrients from host plants, so it's a parasitic plant. It needs something else for it to survive. And I'm going to show you the plant, and I'm going to show you how I take pictures of it, and maybe you'll be able to do it as well.
Indian pipe is that small white plant there, and I don't know if the camera can even pick it up, if it'll stay focused, but that's it. So it's maybe an inch, inch and a half tall. Not very tall, not bright white, just a white sticking out of the ground, almost like a fungus.
One tool that I depend on is this Canon 500D close-up filter. Even though I shoot Nikon, I use the Canon 500D close-up filter. It allows me to focus very closer than my lens would without it, and it allows the pictures to be sharp. And the way that it works is you just screw it onto the end of your camera, onto your lens, and you have to compose. You have to be close enough to your plant that it can still focus. If the end of your lens, the objective lens, is either smaller or larger, you can use the same size by using step-up rings. I always go for the largest objective lens, and then I use step-up rings to go smaller, and I'll show you that in just a minute.
This composition here is going to be really tough because behind the plant, it's actually bright. The lighting just isn't working out for me, so I'm going to have to wait and shoot that picture when the lighting is better, where the blossom is more lit and not, or the plant is lit and not the background. Otherwise it's going to be just too distracting. In the meantime, while I'm waiting, I'm going to switch over to a longer lens so I can get really up close and show you how that works.
Earlier I mentioned that step-up ring. I now have that, it's actually step down in this case. That's that ring that's on the end of this filter. That will allow this to screw on to my camera lens that's bigger, or I'm sorry, smaller than what the other one was. You want to make sure you don't cross thread it. It'll screw in easily. And there you go. I can now use this longer lens for more macro type shooting. Let me get that set up to show you. I now have my Canon close-up filter on my 70-300 Nikon lens, photographing the Indian pipe further away, and this is without the lens zoomed out very far. Give you an idea. Alright, I'm going to pause the camera and adjust the setting and show you zoomed in. I've now fully extended my 70-300 millimeter lens on the Indian pipe. I've got it set in the viewfinder. Hopefully you were able to see that. If not, I'm going to try to block the sun a little bit here, or block the reflection. And there you have it. Easy way to shoot close-ups of flower blossoms. As I said earlier, the hard part is finding them. There you have it. That's how I photograph Indian pipe. The hardest part is not the shooting pictures of it. The hardest part is finding it. And then once you find it, to make sure that you've got adequate lighting. And today it's just worked out really well for me. But this is Indian pipe. This is how I photograph it at the very small level, I guess, consider it macro. And I hope that you're able to do that too. I thank you for watching.